And a lot of black people that I see complain are broke. They don't have much going for them. And like I said, they have low credit scores. That's just my opinion.
I could imagine that you are right, because these are the people that are obviously being defeated by what is being promoted, which is black people can't win because all the odds are against them. How true do you think that is?
Very true.
I think it's very true.
If I was an alien, like I told you, if I was an alien, I had to come down. Mind you, but I got a weird way of thinking. I just still don't side with none of this stuff. But if I was an alien, I came, I would know like, yo, I ain't trying to be black. I might want everything that comes with like the black, like certain things that I can see, like physical stuff, especially as a man, physical prowess, certain things. I would want the black shit from it. But actually being labeled and being black, like, nah, I would change that because it'd be more advantageous for me. That's what I would feel as an alien. Just looking at the research that I have.
You try to defend betas. You try to defend black people who have a hard time. But you're black, right? Has that stopped you from being successful?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Absolutely. Like I said, I hate checking the box. If I didn't have to check the box or have this skin, I'd probably be way more successful.
But you don't have to check the box. I had never checked the box in my life, and I will never check the box.
So, like I said, I know people that don't check the box. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even want to have an application that has the box because I feel guilty I ain't checked the box.
No, I don't need to check it. But me, I'm talking about me as an individual that I have 5 bloodlines running through my
I think it's
veins.
different. Yeah,
right. It's different. It's different.
I just don't think that being black is the reason why black people aren't as successful as they could be.
And that I do agree with.
No, Gisela, you got to understand. Just like how you do me and like you're different. You're different. But other people, I know how other people are. I watch and I study people. And that black skin and hearing that black term and everything, it just triggers them and changes things. I just know that. You know, I know that. That's what makes it different.
But it's an individual. It's not because they're black, because you're black and you chose to do something else, right? You're black and you chose to do something else.
Yes.
So
I
it
had a
has
choice.
nothing to do with you being black. It has not stopped neither one of you from being successful or getting treated very kindly.
What are we talking about here? I'm lost. What are you saying? Like
You're saying that being black stop you from being as successful.
Okay, yeah, come on. So you got me lost because you're right what you're saying, but let's make no mistake. Let's take it as a video game, right? If you play as the black character, that's the hardest way you can go. Yeah. You play as the black character, that's the hardest way you play.
I think
that's
everybody
the hardest game.
can say that. I think everybody could say that. I think everybody feels that way. That's just an excuse. People just want to have excuses to not do what it takes. Again, I'm sorry, I promote this all the time. Read books and do what it takes.
I get what you're saying. But my hypothetical, you got a video game. You got to pick your character. You win the video game being black, that's dope. And then you got to.
I'm the one playing the video game, so I'm going to play to win. So it doesn't matter.
Inner city black kid, you win the game. That's a hard level. That's what we're talking about.
But you can win the game?
Of course you can win a game.
Okay.
Of course you can win a game. I'm not saying you can't win a game. I'm not saying you can't win a game, but yeah, definitely it's definitely harder.
I just want
Inner
to
city
piggyback
black.
on what you were saying, because it's every ethnicity. I've seen it's just lazy people that do not strive for greatness. I cannot stress this enough, which is why we're friends. There's just, it doesn't matter where you are. I've seen white people, mixed people. And it's just about their mentality, them not wanting to push themselves or discouragement and just not believing in themselves and doing anything. All races, I've seen it and I've been around it and I've lived everywhere. So
I haven't heard, and like I said, I don't agree with none of this stuff, but this is easy. How many of those races like have to have a their race lives matter? They have to have a Black Lives Matter for the type of treatment. They had to have a Black Lives Matter. That's what I'm saying. It's harder being black. That's true. The game, you can win the game. You can win the game, but everybody feels a certain type of way about black people, including blacks. And to deny that is a lie. We're predisposed to do that with the media and everything that's
Right.
going on.
This is how I feel about
This is-
black
this-
people. Stop fucking believing what you hear on TV and what you see on social media, and do what it takes to get where you want. Fuck all that
I
shit.
get
Fuck what
that.
this guy's saying
I
right
get
here.
that. No, but
it's
what
not
I'm saying,
harder.
It's harder. Yes, it is. It's like you're not looking at. I look at everything strategically and for the individual. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Me growing up and going to school, I was going to school with Indians, Hispanics, whites, different races and cultures and religions.
All of
and
them were racist. I did too. I did too. Every single. Now let me tell you. I know I'm telling the goddamn truth, right? I went to a fucking private school, and they were fucking racist. Racist towards blacks. I know friends that are racist. Racist towards blacks. The game is fucking harder. Can you win? Absolutely. Yes, you can win, but it's harder because everybody is fucking racist towards the black race. I'm telling you.
No, I think it's towards everybody.
No, it wasn't
Even
like
black
that.
people are racist against whites and Hispanics.
That's-
But it wasn't. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't like that when it came to other races, like it is for black people. I'm telling you, it's not like that.
Can I just-
especially for the inner city black person, inner
Right.
city, it's not like that. Nobody expects anything of you. Everybody talks shit about you, and then everybody also tells you you're supposed to just eat that shit. And like I said, you can still win. You can still win, but man, best believe nobody like. I'm not saying the odds are against you, but everybody has their feeling about you, and usually it's not in a good way, in a good light when it comes to blacks. Just think about it. Look at the music. There's black music. When you see black kids rapping in music, do that make you think positive about the culture when you see, you know what I mean?
You know how I look at it because I just stated how this is just entertainment.
All right, so, but for you, it's just entertainment. I don't know if everybody looks at it that way because it seems like it's entertainment, it's style, it seems like it's culture, it seems like it's everything.
And I think that black people are the main people who are keeping things the way they are. You want to believe that black people have a hard time?
You believe that black people keep it that way, or you believe that the Jewish people keep it that way because they're in charge of everything, like you just said? Which one do you believe?
I don't believe that they're in charge of everything.
All right, so we piggyback. So now the blacks are in charge of it.
No, I think let's piggyback on what you said. It's the individual. It's the individual. It has nothing to do with
All
your race.
I'm trying to say, I know it's the individual, but the individual will have to have a plan. Like you talk about me, I have a plan, and I definitely know, like, yo.
So as a black
is-
person, you can have a plan?
Of course you.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't say you couldn't have a plan. I'm
So
just trying
that's
to,
what they're lacking.
Oh, my God.
Strategy.
Oh.
Strategy. It's
Let
not
me break
because
my-
they're black.
Hey, yo, every person, they got issues against black people. I know that. Just being a winner, I see shit. I can tell. Yo, I could tell.
There's
I am. You know what? I don't care.
there's
Yeah,
racism against
yeah, but they
every
hate.
race.
They hate blacks, yo. People hate black people with a passion. Like I know that shit so bad. I'm telling you, so bad they do.
I can't relate.
I just want to
I guess
add.
because I don't hate black people, but you feel a type of way about black people.
I
so
can't stand them.
Listen,
That's
can I-
why. This is why your perspective
Exactly.
is the way that it is because you feel a type of way about black
Thank
people.
you.
I don't.
And I don't. And I just want to say.
Oh
I
my
just wanna
God,
say,
yo.
The reason that I'm saying this is because there are a lot of opportunities, and I'm living proof of one of them. The people
Right.
that there's a listen. I get what you're saying. And I agree with a portion of what you're saying, probably 85% of what you're saying. But what I will say is, it's all about you, your determination, what you want for yourself. There's racist people everywhere. There's people racist against Latinas. There's people racist against white people. There's racism everywhere. So why are we going to use that as if it's a blockage and it's stopping us? You might have a little extra hurdle to jump over, but it's not stopping you from making a plan and executing it.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Look, it's like in my scenario, in my hypothetical, we picked a race that you go through life with, right? So the only difference is, and I said to the black race, that's a hard level. Like, oh shit, that's pretty tough. Only difference is there is no picking. This is what you're gonna be. This is what you are. Make a plan and then prosper. That's it. That's how it goes. I
But
get that.
that goes for everyone.
No, it does. It does. It does. It just so happens that, like I said, that black one is like kind of like down. That's a tough level.
Maybe you feel like that because you're black.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
you grew up seeing a lot of black people struggle.
No, I grew up seeing a lot of other races be prejudiced towards black people for a lot of different reasons. I mean, I think for intimidation factors, I think black people are more scary looking, more tough looking than other races. Not all the time, but usually maybe it's because of that. I don't know what it is. And then you got like
I
for
know
black
exactly
men,
what
for
it
black
is.
men, for
I
black
do too.
men, when it comes to other men looking at black men, it seems like other men, like either they desire to be like the black man or have a hate against the black man
Or they feel threatened.
or feel threatened by the black man. So Giselle, this is deep. Oh yeah. Even come on. Even myself. Listen, even myself. If you told me like, yo, Ronald, you got to get beat up by 5 dudes. Here are the dudes you pick from. I would not want to get beat up by 5 black dudes. You know what I'm saying?
But that's just one aspect. That's just one thing.
You still gonna get beat up by
Regard-
5
No,
white
no,
people.
but to be honest with you, Ronald, you're going to be challenged by five talented people. Yo, this crazy. I don't want to be challenged by 5 talented black people. I want to be challenged by 5 because that talent might be some different shit. If you're black with the talent, see, like I'm just thinking about it like this kind of like
But
both
this is
ways and
what's
being more
created
open with
all
it.
of that is this mentality. That this is what has created
Yo, I
the
know.
struggle of
Yo,
black people.
Because the black man's a scary motherfucker, man. Like seriously.
Why?
Because he could dominate and do shit because he's just capable of it, right? So if he can control it and then and make that shit into something positive, then it's like, oh damn, I'm really scared of him too now because of his influence and his power.
So you think that black people are more powerful than other races? That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
They
Okay, Nick
are.
Cannon.
No. But what I'm saying.
Okay, Kyrie Irving.
No. No. That's not how I'm putting it. Look, I'm trying to put it in a way in which I'm just thinking about it. Like, yo, I am more scared of another black person in all aspects. Whether if I had to fight another black person who was good, or I had to go against another black person who was smart. Or
Why?
something.
Explain to me
Because
why.
The extremes. It's just with the
What are the
culture and that
extremes?
flavor and all that extra shit. That's just a lot.
So basically,
It's a lot, yo.
because you've been taught that black people are scary. You've been taught that black is dark. That's what you've been taught. You are a perfect example.
Actually, I haven't been taught that.
Clearly,
These are my
it's clear.
observations.
It's obvious.
Okay, all right. That's not how I've been taught. No, it's just like observation, right? I think I come from a black town.
What?
so-
Yeah. What city did you grow up
Right.
in?
I come from a black town,
'Cause
right? So
that matters.
no, right. When they go play other football teams, you see the other football teams different. If it's white town, different. Like you think like sometimes it's no big deal. Boom. So you see the white town, they got certain positions. The white people they were at those positions, and then like the position that the black people were at, like a running back. If you see the white town had a black running back, you're like, oh shit, this is crazy because like. The white kids were more disciplined, it seemed like, when it came to certain positions. They were more disciplined. And then to have the black kid back there with the athleticism and everything, that was a hard-ass team to beat because you're like, well, what the hell? Like, they're just talented people but scary people, and it's pros and cons to the shit. It's pros
All
and
I'm
cons
trying to
to it.
explain to you is that all of this came from somewhere, including how talented black people are. The struggle, the history, all of that, what you continue to preach and that people keep believing, and this is why they live a certain way, it has created that. The way that black people's food tastes different from everybody else and has that flavor that, let's say, white people food is lacking. Where do you think that comes from? From the struggle. So everything that black people had to do to keep themselves entertained, to kind of like fight their struggles, it has created that. Why do you think they're so mean looking? Because they're on defense mode all the time. Because they think that somebody's out to get them because they're black.
Oh, shit.
And I agree.
Oh, man. I didn't say that about you guys. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Look.
But it's true.
Where does
We're taught that. Look at how Trayvon Martin got killed because he had a hoodie on, and you know what I'm saying?
Emmett Till.
Because you're like already thinking like, oh my God, a black kid with a hoodie on. Oh my God, he's gonna rob me. You see this on TV all the time. You hear it in rap music all the time. We're all brainwashed I refuse to think that way.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I don't. It's not even about the TV does play a role. I will give you that. Subliminal seduction, all of that. But I'm clearly telling you.
And there are black people out there robbing people.
Right, but I can clearly tell you, like, just being around black people, I'm pretty sure other people are the same way. But it just so happens like I'm around black people, and black people are real popular to talk about, right? So we're popular to talk about. So that's what we're talking about. The range of, you can go from one end of the spectrum to the next end of the spectrum, and at its extremes. That's what's scary. I'm serious. That's what's scary. I'm more scared of a not scared, but I'm more intimidated by a successful, strong black man than I am of a successful, strong white man or any other man.
Why?
It's just something about that black man. You ask other men.
Do you think it's because we're used to seeing black men not in those positions?
No, it's not that. I'm just talking about.
Or do we know how powerful black people actually are?
Not, you know what's crazy?
So when we do see them there, we feel threatened, and not we, because I am black.
No, it's just like I said, it's just something about that. This is different.
Why should that scare you? That should motivate you as a black man.
No,
the way it motivates me as a black woman.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't scare me. I'm just saying, like, what observation what it
Right.
looks like to me, and that's to me is like it's dope. It's powerful. It's like, oh God, like,
Exactly.
because I guess maybe you would just automatically assume, like, how did he get there? Maybe his plight might have been different from the others.
Why would you automatically assume that?
I said maybe you would, but it's not even just that. It's just like when I think of strong black men, I'm actually thinking of like muscles and stuff too. So I'm putting the image in my head is like of a action figure, strong black. I'm scared of this strong black. You know, that's how I look at it. It's just crazy. Yo, I can recall growing up, guys talking about other race guys wanting to be black, and I always thought that was weird. I'm like, why do you want to be black?
Because there's beauty in black.
No, I'm not saying that, but it's I'm like, why do you want to do that?
I mean, we spoke about this before, right? How a lot of girls fall for like gangsta guys that really have nothing going on, but because they make it seem so masculine, I would imagine for those same reasons they
Right.
would want to be black, because
Oh,
the way black men carry themselves, like, yeah, I'm
Alpha.
tough, I will fuck you up. Yeah,
Very alpha male.
little skinny Indian dude back there. He gonna be like, damn, I wish I was that guy, because he'll fuck somebody up. I ain't fucking nobody up.
Right.
see, that's what I said, man. That's some scary shit.
I just think there's a stigma with that as well. Like black, you would assume that because you're a black man, you didn't grow up in a household, a married household with your mother and father. Why assume that every
It's a whole bunch
black
of
person doesn't
stereotypes.
have, or they weren't able to attend a certain high school or college? Why would you just automatically assume that they didn't take the same steps as that white man to become that CEO? Why is it just, oh, he must have hustled, he must have sold drugs? Why is that immediately the stigma? Why?
Because of the
Why
way
couldn't-
that Ronald thinks. Because people think that it's so much harder for black people.
And it's not
that
anymore.
They assume that, oh my God, for him to be that powerful, like, he has to be powerful.
Oh, so he
for
had
him
to
to have gotten there,
get it out the
being
mud.
black,
Right.
he went through hell. So that power, how could you beat it?
Right.
It's not that. It's not that. Not because
It's just the blackness. To you, it's just the blackness.
Nah,
The blackness comes with power.
No, if I was a woman of a different race, I would want to be with a black guy.
Ooh.
Yes.
Why?
It's more that. I just like I'm thinking about it like I'm hearing all this shit you saying and y'all said I'm like yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Nah.
Like, everything that black people have gone through and continue to go through because of the way that you're thinking, this is what has been created of it.
But how am I thinking? Explain this to me. I'm just
You're thinking that black people have it harder,
okay. Yeah. And
which
Herb-
is what makes it harder.
Right.
Because when people start thinking this way, they limit themselves.
And that's why I love, and I
I'm
want to say that
actually shocked that you've been saying these things today. I'm
Right.
like, who are you?
I'm the person that the reason why, like, oh my God, like I'm playing the game the correct way. I'm doing things and making certain moves as a black man because that's what I'm labeled as. I'm doing things a certain way, and that's the way I'm moving. And maybe I might be able to be doing better. If that might be living to me, I don't know. But I'm moving a certain way, and I know what I guess limitations or whatever
I
the
don't
hell.
think you're labeled as a black man. I think you're just.
I don't know, man. When I drive by a cop, I don't have to be doing nothing wrong. I don't have no tints on my window, on my car, or anything. And if a cop is sitting right there, and I'm coming to the light, like I see him coming, I see him as I'm going to the light. He's sitting right there. Just out of curiosity, I want to look over and be like I don't know. I just want to look over, but I don't look over because I feel like if I look over, now you're gonna feel like I'm looking over. And you know what I mean? So I don't. Yeah, you turning your head like shit don't happen like that. You've never been.
You.
No, it's okay. It's me. Okay, now let me tell you why. Let me keep going. So I don't look over. I'm in White Town, so I don't look over. You understand? Mm-hmm. I don't want to look over. It's a cop. He's a white cop. I could see as I was pulling, but I just wanted to look and see the vehicle that they use in that town. So I didn't look though. I'm like, I don't want to look. And the reason why I didn't look is because my car nice. So I didn't want to have no, you know what I mean, no whatchamacallit. I didn't have dreads, locks, whatever you want to fucking call them. I didn't want to have no problems. And you looking at me like I'm crazy, right? Guess what? In that same town, years ago, I got pulled over. I was in a car with me and my brothers. And me and my brothers is like square. We don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play basketball. We get pulled over and we got to sit down on the side of the curb so they can check through the car. There's nothing in the car. Me and my brother type person to do something in the car, we would have just told them. Like, yeah, it's not in the car. There's nothing in the car. Checking in the car for no reason. So it's like, what is that? That's experience. Past experience tells me how to act. So I didn't look over at that vehicle. So what do you call that?
You're traumatized because you got pulled over one time and it happened.
Traumatized would be me never driving again. That'd be traumatized. Me never going through that town again. I still went through the town. I still drive. I just didn't look to the left because I didn't want the cop to feel any type of way because, the vehicle I was driving. Attention. No, whatever, for whatever reason. Because I know that they can possibly pull you over for there's no reason, like they did us.
But they don't.
He suffers from the same thing that you suffer from.
What's that?
You're looking at black people a certain way. You're stereotyping black people.
And let me tell you something, yo. Whatever way I was looking at him, it hasn't caused me any harm. So it has to be something right. I think I'm just evaluating people and what I see. That's what I think I'm doing, Gisela.
But here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong in your evaluation. What I'm saying is that you thinking that way and everybody else thinking that way is what's keeping black people the way that they are.
Mentally programmed.
Yes,
that way.
Because not only are they programming everybody else to look at black people a certain way, you're also, as a black person, thinking of yourself a certain way. Like, just like you may look at black people like they up to no good, you're able to tell. A white cop could tell too, right? Aren't you able to tell? Like, if you go to Jersey City in the Hill, are you able to distinguish who's up to no good and who's just coming home from work?
To be honest, I am.
So am I.
And Jersey City's a melting pot. Anybody from this area, North, Hudson County, North New Jersey knows this. Jersey City, West New York, Union City, it's a melting pot, especially Jersey City. So yes, Gisela.
Blacks have
So everybody's thinking this way, and that's why you're looking at it a certain way.
Right. So that's the smart way to look at it then, Gisela. I went to school with all these mixed race people. I know these people are racist. They are scared of blacks. They're intimidated of blacks. And I see it. I hear it in their rhetoric. They spit the shit to me. This is not me to think. They spit the shit to me. So I know how they think. So what I did was I sat back and I formulated my plan based on, all right, you know what? This is the way the consensus is, but really how it really goes. And boom. And this is how I move. I know what it is. You ain't going to do the shit to me because I'm going to outsmart everybody. You ain't going to do it to me, but I see the way you treat other people. I see the way it is.
And this is helping black people how?
Just come up with a plan and just understand. Like, yo, like I said, the shit is real out here, man. Nobody, you're a threat. That's for real. It's serious. It's
my
for
thing
real,
is
man.
this. My question or My response was about the not checking the black box. Just because I come from multiple backgrounds is why I don't check it. But if I was 100% black, I would be very proud to check that box. And that's the main point that I was trying to get across to you based on my experiences, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't fuck with, I don't want to do anything that have to mess with that box. Cause I have experienced things with mixed races and yeah, that's what I've experienced. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not being a follower.
Right.
You know, being myself. I've experienced those things and it's like, wow, yo. And some of these people are in high places now. I went to school with some good people. They in high places now. I don't think their minds changed. You know, I don't think their minds changed. I've seen some things, man. It's just like made me look at things different. And, you know, and I formulated and came up with a plan. That's where I'm more about the individual than anything else. But I do know, yeah, like when you get caught up in the whole being categorized as being black, and I'm just telling you what that shit comes with.